Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid news video. Kind of. It really isn't Real Madrid news because, look, the current news video is legitimate rumors and links, and this player wants to join or your club is interested, but neither. So I guess it's more of a video on the channel about what I think about a potential return of Cristiano Ronaldo to Real Madrid. Now, it's probably not going to happen. In fact, I am very, very sure it's not going to happen. So this video isn't saying, will it happen, will it not happen? No, it's not going to say that because we all know it won't happen. Even though, look, people like me, we would love one last dance. He came here, what was he? Was he like 24, I want to say, but I don't think he was he? But basically he came here 13 years ago, basically 24, 25, for Manchester United, for, I believe back then was a record transfer fee as well, and he spent, a good 9-10 years at this club, 9 years, let's say, and arguably had his best sort of career highlight. If you look through his career, Sporting, United, Real Madrid, Juventus, Manchester United, Real Madrid is the highlight of his career. Like, that's where he won the most Ballon d'Or, Champions League trophies, personal trophies, team trophies. That's where he won it most. So Real Madrid is not where he got successful. In fact, it is where he got successful. I wouldn't say he wasn't successful or a good player before then, but this is where it made him the real superstar, the best in the world at times. This is where his rivalry with Messi started. So this is essentially a second home to him. Now we all know Sporting is his main place, he started there, but I would want to say that Madrid is a second home to him. Maybe United, but I think the only reason he would say United is because of Sir Alex Ferguson, right? But let's talk about something which I want to talk about. My point of view is I want him back. I would love to see it happen. Unfortunately, the club won't make it happen. Florentino isn't the kind of guy who will make it happen. I don't know why, maybe ego issues, but yeah, personal reasons. And maybe not just the club, but maybe it's where we are going, and there are a lot of reasons why we should and we shouldn't. So I'll talk about the positives first, why we should. Firstly, a lot of people are complaining about how much money he will be on and we have to pay a lot. Now this is an investment, so Sky Sports and their people, so a lot of the journalists and Sky Sports were saying this, right? And I found this very interesting. Ronaldo will want about $500,000 a week. That will be 2 million euros or pounds, whichever one, probably euros to be fair, a month, and that will be about 24 million euros a year. So let's say he most likely will sign a 2-year contract with whatever club he goes to. That will be about 48 million euros, right? And maybe he wants agent fees, bonuses, whatever. Let's say it's about 15 million euros in 2 years, right? Maybe more, right? And we have to pay United a transfer fee. So arguably, or maybe not arguably, but apparently they want, I keep mixing up those two words for some reason, but apparently they want about 12 million pounds as a transfer fee, which I believe was somewhere close to what they paid Juventus for that season if they were to sell. So if you add them all up, you'll take it up to about 60-70 million euros to get this deal package done for the next 2 seasons. Which a lot of people are saying, why would you spend that on a 37-year-old? It just doesn't make any sense, right? But I'll tell you why. First up, on the page, what he'll bring. He's the kind of guy who, in a bad United side, scored 18 goals in the league. What will he do to a Real Madrid side? And yes, we've got Benzema right now as the main man, but I'm sure if he comes in, whether he plays off the right or not, I think he'll still get minimum 15 goals in the league. Maybe more, right? Definitely 15 goals at least. Maybe 20, maybe 25, maybe 30. Who knows? He'll help us win silverware. It's the secondary. La Liga, I'm pretty sure we'll win. But he'll add something. Right? We clearly need another player. We can't rely on Benzema. So we need that someone else to help him. Thirdly, I guess on the page, trophies, the Champions League maybe is another reason. He wants to win the Champions League maybe for one more time. We are the current Champions League holders now. This is a great thing to say. Can he come back and help us win? Look, last season we won it without him. Everyone's saying, look, we can do it without him. But look at the games we played. Chelsea, PSG, City. What is the similarity? We were the worst team amongst those teams. But because of individual quality in certain moments, because of this fighting spirit, the never give upness, we came back, right? But can that continue to next season? Can we win the next season? If you're going to rely on Benzema though, if you're going to rely on Courtois and goal to help us, I don't think so, right? I know we already signed Chouameni, Rudiger, but I feel like another attacker is necessary. So that for me is Ronaldo on the pitch. Off the pitch, commercially, he'll bring us and make us back some money. His sponsorship. If he signs for Real Madrid, companies will come in and say, okay, can we sign a deal or something, right? So off the pitch, commercially, he's a brand. Ronaldo is a brand, right? We're not bringing some random dude from like Scunthorpe, right? We're bringing Ronaldo back, and he's a brand, right? So off the pitch, we'll make money back too. So that is my reasons why we should be. And yes, deja vu, the last dance is Ronaldo. He's a club legend. He's arguably the best player of the club. He's the club's all-time goal scorer. Look, we all want it to happen. Maybe not all, but a lot of Real Madrid fans want it to happen and would love to see it happen. But I don't think it will happen. Unfortunately, I'm one of those that want it to happen. But if I'm being realistic here, it won't happen. Now let's move on to the negative, the sad part, right? If you're not up for it, click off and live a life before you do. But why we won't sign it? Firstly, it's not a Florentino thing to do to bring back old veterans and especially 37 years old and investing 70 million euros, pounds, whatever on him. Secondly, I just don't think we would go for a 37-year-old who, let's be honest, is still one of the best in the world. But we clearly wanted Mbappe and Haaland, or Haaland, okay? We didn't get either. Are we going to just say, let's go for a 37-year-old? Because we're clearly building for the future. If we were, I just don't see the club going in for the escape route, essentially, which is the emergency route. And let's go, you know what? Let's go back to Ronaldo because we don't have any options. The one that we wanted, Mbappe and Haaland, one signed with PSG for a sporting director role and shit ton of money, sorry for swearing, and Haaland joined City because you know what, we put all our eggs in that Mbappe basket, and Haaland was like, you know what, I'll go find in a nest. I'm the bird. You know what? Okay, you know what, it's fine. So right now there really isn't anyone else. Serge Gnabry has been linked but has gone quiet. Riyad Mahrez, look, if you're gonna sign Riyad Mahrez, might as well sign Ronaldo, right? And he's gonna sign a new contract with City. So in this sort of window, this market, there really isn't anyone else to bring in as another attacker. And look, the club actually sell players before buying. So Mariano, we want to get him going to, I think it was Fenerbahce. Jovic has left for Fiorentina permanently, not on the loan. Asensio, we want to sell him for about 50 million euros. So, and Maral, we might get rid of him. So if these players leave, expect a new winger or attacker to come in. Whether it be Ronaldo, Gnabry, whoever else it could be, expect someone to come in. So for me, I think we'll be going for a slightly cheaper alternative for another 2 seasons. Then we try to get Haaland with his release clause in like 2024. um, in like 2 years time. But as of now, I just don't see us getting Ronaldo because look, what we are doing now is playing for the future. 2 seasons ago, after we saw Ronaldo, or 3 seasons ago, we brought in players like Vinicius, Rodrigo to come in. We're not gonna suddenly go back to Ronaldo and abandon the ship. Ronaldo was a thing of the past. We brought in these young players on. We're not gonna suddenly bring the player off the past back. We've clearly said, okay, let's move on from Ronaldo. We bring in new blood, and then we bring the old blood back. It just doesn't make sense, though. That's the thing. And the club clearly does not see any sort of need to bring Ronaldo back at the moment. So I can understand that. Again, the money, yes, he will make us money, but the club will think we have to spend that much on Ronaldo, 37. I just don't think it's worth it. The club might think that way, the fans will think that way, and what we are moving to is the future and not the past. We can't go back to the past and think, you know what, it's deja vu. We are still flirting with the old player. Let's bring it back. As much as we want it to happen, it might not be the best thing for the club. So, I was talking to this with my Twitch chat earlier. By the way, Twitch link down in the description below. That all of this that I just said, look, there are ups and downs. Everything is ups and downs. Ronaldo coming back will help us on the pitch for what he'll bring, off the pitch for what he'll bring. And the bad thing is, he's not one for the future, he's one for now. And the good thing, I guess, is we are looking for someone now because we are moving to Haaland. We're going to move for Haaland in 2 years' time, right? So, if that's the plan, why not bring in someone temporary, sign him on a 2-year deal, and in 2 years' time, he might leave to the MLS, Sporting, retire, whatever. Then we go for Haaland or something. But are we really going to do that and spend 70, 80 million euros on him now? It just doesn't seem worth it. So I can understand why the club wouldn't do it. It would be nice to see it happen, but I just don't see it happening. So look, if Real Madrid were really, really not interested, they will go out and say publicly, look, we might have been offered a player by his agent, George Mendes. We might have been linked to him, but we are not interested in this project. We are not interested in this project. We are not interested in bringing him back. We are looking to the future. Sorry. United, you can keep him, or you can send him to someone else. Clear on him. Don't get us involved. Bye. Bayern Munich, Oliver Kahn came out and said, we are not interested. He's not the kind of player we're looking for. Even if they sell Lewandowski to Barcelona, we want to bring in someone who is a Lewandowski replacement, a tall number 9 who will score goals, and not Ronaldo. I mean, look, Ronaldo is a tall number 9 who will give you goals, but they're different kind of players. They're not the same, So Lewandowski is more of a true number 9, that number 9. Ronaldo isn't a true number 9, right? So he's not the kind of player we're looking for. And yes, he might be lying, Bayern might be interested, but at least the CEO has come out and said no. Have we heard any Real Madrid CEO, director of football, president, anyone come out and say, look, we're not interested in Ronaldo, he's not the one, we're looking to the future? No one has said that. So Real Madrid's name are not clearly ruled out yet, until the day that our president, the people working at this club, come out and say, we are not interested in Ronaldo. Stop involving our name into him. If someone says that from our club, then I will listen and I'll say, okay, no, not gonna happen. But if no one's gonna say that, it means we still have a chance to get Ronaldo. It still does mean that. So look, it might not happen, it probably won't happen, but there is still, I'll give it a 10% chance of happening because look, out of the club is going, Bayern will probably take 30% of it, PSG will take 20% of it, that's 50%, staying around will take 10%, going to Sporting will take 10%, maybe going to the MLS 10%, going to somewhere else 10%, all adds up, Real Madrid will take one of the fewer percentage of that, but so be it, we're clearly not looking for him at the moment, but like I said, until the manager, or maybe not manager, because the manager has to say, like, if Ancelotti is asked, what about Ronaldo? He will say, he's the thing of the past. I enjoyed working with him. He's one of the best players in the world, obviously. But at the moment, We are not interested in him. We're not gonna buy him. We are looking at what we have, and Benzema is doing great. That's what Ancelotti will have to come out and say. But until one of the members at the club, the board, the director, the president comes out and say, we are not interested, like Oliver Kahn did for Bayern Munich, I won't say we are ruled out. And even Bayern Munich come out and say they're not interested, they are still the favourites to sign him. So look, anything in football is possible. Who would have thought that both Messi and Ronaldo would have moved last summer? No one. So anything can happen. But it's just so rare that I can't see it happening. It's such low. But I want to see it happen, obviously. I love it to happen, but I'm trying to be realistic at the same time. So yeah, look, this Ronaldo saga is going to drag on for another few weeks, maybe even the next month, until the season starts. Right now with United, he has some family issues and stuff. He's not in training. He's not even in the tour for them. So we don't know what's gonna happen. But as far as I know right now, Real Madrid have been linked and thrown in as clubs interested, but they're not looking to sign Ronaldo at the moment because they're looking to the future. That is what we are at right now. Unless more updates come and emerge, that is where we are at. And let me know your opinion. What are your thoughts? Do you think Real Madrid should go for Ronaldo or not? If not, let me know why. We are all entitled to our own opinion. But, if you want to give us a reason why, let me know in the comment section below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button if you guys did. Also subscribe to the channel guys on already. My Twitch link will be down in the description. My Instagram as well. Come and follow me on both. We do stream a couple of days nowadays. We're trying to get back into the streaming period because it's been quite busy lately. So yeah. We also check quite a lot on Twitch as well. Not just playing games, we play Fall Guys as well, which Fall Guys content will be coming out in a couple of days or the next few days time. So yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.